So I suppose one of the themes that I feel coming across in you is that basically journalists are in the driving seat if they've got the courage to kind of take the wheel.
Absolutely, that's absolutely it. And I think it's a really, really important message for people to get, I think, because there's a danger that the future of journalism won't be decided by journalists, that it's going to be decided by non-journalists. There's an example that really kind of got me thinking a few weeks ago, was this amazing short historical documentary that was made to celebrate the 60th or the 70th anniversary of the D-Day landings, and it was just a 5-minute piece online, and it was a veteran taking his granddaughter to the beach at Normandy and showing her this is where he landed 70 years ago, and it was quite emotional and really well done. And I was like, wow, that's really it's really great to see some really good history documentary being told online. And then I looked at who had made it, and it had been produced by Honda as part of a campaign to promote. It's this campaign I think called Live Every Litre, and it's about these kind of people, and the whole thing starts with them driving in a Honda Civic to the beach. Yeah. And I was like, my God, why is it that that is the best history thing I've seen in ages, and it's been made by a car company. Yeah. And I think it's a bold example of how if journalists don't kind of pull the finger out and have the courage, it will be others who dictate the future of journalism. It will be entrepreneurs who see a gap in the market and exploit it, and hire journalists to kind of do the work for them. And the future of journalism should be and must be in the hands of journalists.
That brings to mind the example of Facebook, where you find Starbucks and other enormous corporations are doing it absolutely incredibly successfully. And they are bypassing essentially a lot of journalism. They don't need journalists so much. They certainly don't need external advertising these days.
Absolutely.
If we don't use Facebook, then it's going to get taken away from us, isn't it?
And even if you look at Facebook and you look at Twitter, they're two really big sources of researching news now and publishing the news. And who invented them? A student and a tech guy. There wasn't a journalist in sight. And this is the danger. That other people are going to do this instead of the journalists, because we're all too busy scratching our heads and going, oh well, where's the business model? Or I just think we should stick with newspapers and all this type of thing. Yeah, you're totally right. It is about the courage, I think, and I think we need. The reason that entrepreneurs have such an advantage is because they live in this mindset of trying stuff without knowing that it's going to work, and without fear of failure. And I think that's the biggest thing. I don't think it's just a journalism thing. I think it's a British thing probably. That we're taught in our education system that failing's wrong. That we have to get things right every time. We've got to get good marks, and we only have one shot at the test or whatever. And I think we need to get into this mentality in education and in journalism. That you've just got to try stuff. And if it fails, then so what? You'll learn something from it.